Hi, good to see you again, or be seen actually, since I can't see you. People call me sometimes and they are determined that they need a trust. And they're determined that they need it because they've spoken to friends who've told them that they needed trust. They needed to avoid probate, which we can talk about another time. But in short, probate is a process whereby somebody pays an attorney money and the state money because their estate plan has not been done in such a way as to avoid it. It can be done probably in any state. In Florida, it can certainly be done. And here's the distinction, or at least this is my practice. Trusts are wonderful vehicles for a couple to use when they have minor children, because children cannot, and minor really is anything up to the age of 18. Right now, I've got a client who's got a just turned 5-year old, I think, and a just turned 3-year old. Minor children, when they've got young children. Children cannot inherit money until they're 18 years old. And most people would not trust a child below the age of 22 or 25 with any substantial amount of money. So a trust is needed as a vehicle to hold money to be distributed to beneficiaries when they're old enough in their parents' eyes to get it. Another reason to have a trust is if a family has a member of their immediate family, like a spouse, who has does not have capacity to manage their own affairs. I've had a couple of those where the trust was created so that if that incapacitated spouse was the surviving spouse, there was a vehicle to hold funds such that that surviving spouse did not lose government benefits if they were receiving them. It's another reason to have one. It's good to have one if you've got a lot of money in assets and you don't want your beneficiaries, whoever they are, to get it all at once for whatever reason. You don't think they'll spend it well, it's too much for them to get. A lot of money is your definition, it's not my definition. I mean, so it could be a couple of $100,000, it could be a couple of $1,000,000, it could be more. Trusts are where you would put real property, homes that you own, rental homes, into a vehicle whereby whoever manages that trust after you die would be given directions as to when to sell it and how to disperse the funds. It's a place where we recommend that your IRAs and qualified accounts, bank accounts even, they might have primary beneficiaries like spouses or children, and they would have a secondary beneficiary, a contingent beneficiary, which would be the trust, just to be sure that there's someplace again to get the money. Those are reasons for trusts. Oftentimes, people do not have enough of an estate to warrant one. I've got several of those now. People own homes and they have modest amounts of money in bank accounts. They have beneficiary designated their homes, so that gets distributed straight out. Okay. And they have passed on ownership, I mean, of their money, beneficiary designated, gets passed along straight out. And they have created vehicles whereby their homes get passed automatically straight out. They don't need a trust. They have all adult children, they have all adult grandchildren, they have no grandchildren, and they're in a situation where that can that can go in place. I don't remember the last time somebody called and said they needed a trust and they actually needed one. And it's one of the things that are confusing that people get confused about, and they want to call an attorney. Just recently, I had somebody call me who created a trust online to find out they didn't need it. They didn't need it. Whatever money they'd spent online was money they hadn't had to spend. They hadn't checked with anybody about it. I really recommend, if you're in a situation and you don't have a plan, whatever that is, please call an attorney. Me, somebody, get a recommendation. Don't do it on your own. There's a big risk that what you get will not be what you need at the end. All that to be said, people call and ask for trust. What they really need is something simpler. And I'm happy to have a conversation to determine, because I am willing to be wrong and find out when you say you need a trust that you were correct. Anyway, like, comment, share, send suggestions for topics you'd like to hear about, and have a great day. Thanks.